Hello, welcome back. Let's try finish this. My computer keep crashing. I have started upload now. We are recording my ceiling. So I have to use this camcorder. I have pain in my back because I'm walking a bit funny. So I just eat a little food and little bread and made a video in my language Danish. So let's try finish this F-16, but maybe my computer have crashed. No. I need 1 or 2 minutes to do my ready. Because I need to lay down because I have pain in my back. Oh, my back. Because I have been 130 kilos many years. But I lost 30 kilos, but now my weight is getting up again. Because I'm eating too much. Eating too much candy and snacks. Yes, let's try finish this.
The fuel system was redesigned to enable adjustment of the aircraft's center of gravity by transferring fuel from one tank to another. The CCD aircraft achieved its first flight on the 16th of March, 1976. The flight test program ran until the 30th of June, 1977, and was marred only by a hard landing on the 24th of June, 1976 that delayed testing until repairs were effected. The CCD program was judged successful and led to a more ambitious follow-on effort in the form of the Advanced Fighter Technology Integration, AFTI, F-16. 70, 92, 93. The first effort accomplished under the AFTI program was a paper study with 3 separate contractors, i.e., McDonnell Douglas, Fairchild Republic, Rockwell International, to design an advanced aircraft technology demonstrator using new concepts such as direct lift control, direct side force control and drag modulation. 94, F-16 SFW. General Dynamics was one of several U.S. aircraft makers awarded a contract by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, in 1976 to develop proposals for an experimental forward swept-wing test aircraft. GD's entry, the Swept Forward Wing, SFW, F-16, had a slightly lengthened fuselage to accommodate the larger, Advanced Composites wing. In January 1981, DARPA selected Grumman's entry, which became known as the X-29O. Although the SFW F-16 was not chosen, the X-29 incorporated some of the F-16's features, particularly its FBW flight control system and its undercarriage. 95, F-16XL. The F-16XL featured a novel cranked arrow type of delta wing with more than twice the area of their standard F-16 wing. Developed under a program originally known as the Supersonic Cruise and Maneuvering Program, SCAMP, the design was intended to offer low drag at high subsonic or supersonic speeds without compromising low-speed maneuverability. As a result, the F-16XL was able to cruise efficiently at supersonic speeds without using afterburner, commonly known as supercruise. 96. In late 1980, the USAF agreed to provide GD with the 3rd and 5th FSD F-16S4 modification into single-seat and twin-seat F-16XL prototypes. To accommodate the larger wing, the aircraft was lengthened 56 in. 142 centimeters, by the addition of a 30-inch, 76 centimeters, plug in the forward fuselage and a 26-inch, 66 centimeters, section top aft fuselage just behind the landing gear bulkhead. The rear fuselage was also canted up by 3 degrees to increase the angle of attack on takeoff and landing. The F-16XL could carry twice the payload of the F-16 on 27 hard points, and it had a 40% greater range due to an 82% increase in internal fuel carriage. The single-seat F-16XL first flew on the 3rd of July 1982, followed by the two-seater on the 29th of October 1982. The F-16XL competed unsuccessfully with the F-15E Strike Eagle in the Enhanced Tactical Fighter (ETF) program. If it had won the competition, the production versions were to have been designated F-16E/F.97, following the February 1984 selection announcement. Both examples of the F-16XL were placed in flyable storage. 98. In late 1988, the two prototypes were taken out of storage and turned over to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, for use in a program designed to evaluate aerodynamic concepts for improving laminar airflow over the wing during sustained supersonic flight. From 1989 to 1999, both aircraft were used by NASA for several experimental research programs, and in 2007, NASA was considering returning the single-seat F-16XL to operational status for further aeronautical research. The F-16XL had much better lift and maneuverability than the normal F-16, a /B Block 15. 98, 99, F-16X Falcon 2000. In 1993, Lockheed proposed development of a new version of the venerable F-16. This F-16X Falcon 2000 featured a delta wing based on that of the F-22, together with a fuselage stretched to accommodate the new wing. The F-16X would have 80% more internal fuel volume. The design also permitted conformal carriage of the AIM-120 AMRAAM. Lockheed claimed the F-16X could be built for 2/3 the cost of F/18E/F Super Hornet. 60, 100, NF-16D/Vista/MAT. In the late 1980s, General Dynamics and General Electric began exploring the application of thrust vector control (TVC) technology to the F-16 under the F-16 Multi-Axis Thrust Vectoring (MAT) program. Originally, the Israel Defense Forces /Air Force was going to supply an F-16D for this effort. However, the USAF, which had initially declined to support the program, changed its mind and took over the M-80 project in 1991, and Israel withdrew from it the following year. 101. The IDF was involved later, when Ilan Raymond, who later became an astronaut on the ill-fated STS-107, flew the MAT F-16 during flight testing at Edwards AFB. Meanwhile, General Dynamics had received a contract in 1988 to develop the Variable Stability in Flight Simulator Test Aircraft, VISTA. The F-16 VISTA effort was funded by the USAF, the US Navy, and NASA. Calspan, a subcontractor to GD, fitted a Block 30 F-16D belonging to Wright Labs with a center stick, in addition to the side stick controller, a new computer, and a digital flight control system that allowed it to imitate, to a degree, the performance of other aircraft. Redesignated an F-16D, its first flight in the VISTA configuration occurred on the 9th of April 1992. 70, 101. In 1993, the variable stability computers and center stick were temporarily removed from the VISTA 4 flight tests for the MAT program, under which the first use of thrust vectoring in flight was accomplished on the 30th of July. Thrust vectoring was enabled through the use of the axisymmetric vectoring exhaust nozzle, AVEN. Following the conclusion of MAD testing in March 1994, the Vista variable stability computers were reinstalled. In 1996 a program was begun to fit the F-16D with a multidirectional thrust vectoring nozzle, but the program was cancelled due to lack of funding later that year. Although the F-16 Vista program was considered successful, thrust vectoring was not taken up for the F-16 by the U.S. Air Force. 101, 102, F-16U. The F-16U is one of several configurations proposed for the United Arab Emirates in the early 1990s. The F-16U is a two-seat aircraft that combined many features of the F-16XL and the delta wing of the F-16X. 103, F-16 Advanced Fighter Technology Integration. In March 1980, General Dynamics began converting the 6th FSD F-16 to serve as the technology demonstrator aircraft for the Joint Flight Dynamics Laboratory NASA Advanced Fighter Technology Integration (AFTI) program. The AFTI F-16 built upon GD's experience with its YF-16 CCV program, and the AFTI F-16 even received the twin-pivoting vertical ventral fins from the CCV aircraft, which were likewise installed under the air intake. The aircraft was also fitted with a narrow dorsal fairing along its spine to house additional electronics. Technologies introduced and tested on the AFTI F-16 include a full authority triplex digital flight control system, DFCS, a 6-degree of freedom automated maneuvering attack system, AMAS, a 256-word capacity voice-controlled interactive device, VSED, to control the avionics suite, and a helmet-mounted target designation sight that permitted the forward-looking infrared (FLIR) device and the radar to be automatically slaved to the pilot's head movement. First flight of the AFTI F-16 occurred on the 10th of July, 1982. The Air Force Association gave its 1987 Theodore von Karman Award for the most outstanding achievement in science and engineering to the AFTI F-16 team. 70, 104. The AFTI F-16 participated in numerous research and development programs at Smiley 105, AFTI Phase I testing, 1981, 1983, a 2-year effort focused on proving the DFCS system. This included testing of the VSED, to assess the effects of noise and G-force on speech recognition rate. 106. AFTI Phase II testing, 1983, 1987, evaluation of the wing root mounted FLIR and the AMA system. Autopcus development and testing, 1986 to 1992. In 1986, members of the AFTI flight test team, in collaboration with General Dynamics, adapted the automated maneuvering capabilities with new ground collision avoidance equations and modified visual and oral cues to develop an automated ground collision avoidance (AutoPCAS) system. The system enabled pilots to set a mean sea level or above ground level floor for maneuvering, and included oral and visual warnings as the floor was approached. With no pilot action, the AutoPCAS would take over and perform a 5G pull-up. This AutoPCAS, which began flight testing in 1987, was intended to help reduce the incidence of controlled flight into terrain (CFIT) accidents. Later versions of the AFTI system included integration with the Digital Terrain Database to provide 3-dimensional maneuvering capabilities. The flight test team that developed the system was awarded Patent No. US 4924401 in 1990 for this system. This AFTI AutoPCAS became the basis for the ACCAS system tested in 1994-96 and later incorporated into the F-16, F-22 and F-35. CAS /by 1988-1992 a 5-phase evaluation program testing a variety of low-level close air support /battlefield air interdiction. CAS /by techniques, including an automatic target handoff system, ATHS, which transferred target data from ground stations or other aircraft to the AFD F-16, and off-axis weapons launch. Talon Sword Bravo, 1993-1994 demonstration of cooperative engagement technique where the